Fifth principle of being more like Adonis is leadership. If you've cultivated the 4 principles so far, the 4 values, discipline, I had to look down at my list then, discipline, humility, presence, gratitude. Now it's time to teach it to other people. You have to take the responsibility of others to further your own growth, but also that of your community. If this sounds like wishy-washy and you're thinking, wait, responsibility for other people, I don't care about other people, you're not at that level. So at that point, this is no offense to you, focus on yourself, focus on your own discipline, your own humility, your own growth, presence, gratitude. But there will be a time when you feel almost sedimentary with these other principles and with a lot of self-improvements. That's your call to action to start becoming a leader and to get more men onto this. Get more men to be like Adonis. Because this is bigger than me, this is bigger than YouTube. We're reshaping the future of manhood. I can't do it by myself. I can get you onto the same protocol as me, but you need to get your friends onto it. And this isn't me, this isn't some clever bullshit marketing tactic like, oh yeah, share the video to, this isn't that shit. Don't show them my videos. You don't need to. Teach them what you've learned and show by example. We need more men to become like Adonis. You need more brothers to speak to. Because this is a lonely fucking life if you're doing this all by yourself. And a lot of us are starting to realize that the hard times are coming. We need strong men for that time. Not only for the sake of survival, but the motivating thing is that the strong men are rewarded. The best warrior is rewarded. The man who intelligently comes up with the right idea is rewarded. The strong men are always rewarded. The weak men of today will sink deeper and deeper into the virtual reality. But the men who become stronger and become leaders in their own communities, in their own households, will be rewarded. I made a short video on this channel just a couple of videos ago and I asked you that, am I doing a good job? And what is the direction that we should take this influence? The video is titled, I'm literally influencing millions of men. We have a very, very interesting opportunity here. We're quite significantly changing the lives of a lot of men. Which direction do we want them to go into? And I think the only one answer that we can truly all agree is make men more like Adonis. And it's kind of obvious. These are the 5 principles to make a man more like Adonis. Discipline, humility, presence, gratitude, and leadership. If you feel like I've missed anything out, and if you feel like there's a crucial value or characteristic of Adonis, comment below or get in touch with me. I think this is more important than we realize. I mentioned previously that the darkest times of our lives are coming. That the sexual marketplace is so imbalanced that people don't realize that is quite literally a catastrophic event waiting to happen. This is a 10 out of 10 problem that is invisible to most people. We experience it and we feel it, but we don't, it's kind of awkward to talk about sex and dating. It's the biggest problem of our time. And we need to rebalance it somehow. I think one of the goals that we can strive toward is fatherhood. Even if you don't want to be a father, cultivating the right characteristics of fatherhood, of the ultimate man who looks after his people, who's so capable and so responsible that he's already filled his cup tenfold. I'll make a separate video about what I'm about to say, but it's so clear to me now that to fix men, it starts with men. Women have become more and more masculine because men have gotten weaker and more feminine. If we all became more masculine, women would automatically become more feminine, because what happens to a woman when she's around a masculine guy that she respects? What happens to a woman when she's around the Chad? She ultimately becomes feminine. And once we do have that masculine and feminine polarity, the beautiful relationships start again, and people actually want to stay together. And when people stay together, they raise their children in a 2-parent household. Those children grow up nice and healthy. Not to mention that we're also practicing mental health. So those children who now grow up in a 2-parent household that hasn't split up, that hasn't been divorced, are actually being raised in a mentally healthy, present, grateful, loving relationship or family. I think that's a beautiful aim for us to work towards. Let me know if you have any ideas for this. Just ruined the fucking speech. I do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah.